told to stay right there. At home, and here we go into BCS championship. Marshall with the read option, hands it to Mason on the first down, and they gash a big hole against the nose. Lewis in motion, and again, it is Mason, and this time Mason in the backfield gets it again. 3 consecutive carries, and this is going to bring up a 3rd and long. Also in that backfield now is Corey Grant has checked in. Play action, deep, wide open, and dropped at the 30-yard line by Ricardo Lewis. Shaw awaits Stephen Clark's punt. Fair catch. At about the 23-yard line. National championship, and it was something that night. Dante Freeman busts to daylight to the 45-yard line on their first possession. Jameis snaps off his first pass to Green for still another first down, and they barge into Auburn territory. And in Jonathan Mincy with a fine play defensively for Auburn on that. Shaw, and Shaw is short of the 40. They show blitz, and there's a penalty flag on it.
I think the right guard may have moved there, Brent.
Full start. Offense number 54. 5-yard penalty, still third down.
That's who it was, receiver. He stays in the block, however, and Winston throws downfield wide open. He's green and out of bounds. First down as a defensive. Carlos Williams checks in as the tailback, and he'll get to carry here. Breaks that first tackle, and he... Winston, end zone, a little too high that time, and it will be 3rd down. Chris Davis. He slips out as a safety valve. Winston keeps it, nowhere to go. 4th down, and Auburn forces Florida State.
No one to throw the ball to.
Aguayo, 19 of 20, make it 20 of 21 on the year. 9 yards for a missed field goal against Alabama. This is Bray. Bray will come out. 10, and stumbles down at the 21. The toss play to Mason, trying to get the edge. And Mason out to the 30-yard line. Not much doing there.
Maintaining that aggressiveness.
Again, Mason. Battling for the first down. Deflected quick throw to the outside, and it is complete. Marshall steps away from Edwards, but not the second time. And the team has a penalty flag thrown on top of it. This could be intentional grounding. I don't think he got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense number 14. Lost it down at the start of the foul. 3rd down.
That penalty. Straight down the middle, grab for a first down at the 45 of Florida State by freshman Marcus Davis from big conversion. Mason, and he is swallowed by the right side of the nose. Frosh is the fullback, and he's a good one. Here comes Mason, and I checked that. That was Marshall. Mason goes incomplete. Stay alert against Auburn. They're into Florida State territory with the 4th down, and they're going to go ahead and boom it. And this ball backs up on the 1-yard line. What a punt by Stephen Clark from Kansas City. He backed it up. Running back coming out from their own 2-yard line. Winston's going to fire it incomplete, and it is 2nd down and 10. Winston has moved up under center, takes a direct snap, and Wilder is stuffed by the middle of Auburn's defense to get heat on the Heisman Trophy winner. Snaps it off. Benjamin, incomplete. It's 3 and out, and Mincy with Casey Beatty from his end zone. Chris Davis awaits. He's got to return. right up the middle, up the gut. To the 24-yard line where it's... They show the direct snap and off to Lewis on the outside, and he is out of... Mason dancing to the 19-yard line, and Brooks again. Marshall fires again for another first down at the 13-yard line here in the early going. Now he keeps it. Broke the first tackle and still going to about the 12-yard line. In zone, incomplete. Now the State had on the field. Drops it off to Mason. In zone, our first touchdown. Trey Mason hits pay dirt for Auburn. Far from West Palm Beach. And Parkey nails the extra point that they were going to do. We're going to hit the Noles in the mouth, and we're going to see how they respond. And here we are. Whitfield going to take a knee, and it'll... Freeman was able to battle through. And here comes Winston on an option. And he is brought down by... With the coverage. Again, it's Winston under forward pressure, and down he goes with a sack. This was the game plan, Herbie, that Ellis told us about. We've got to get Winston on his back to set up the first touchdown for Auburn. They ran into Beatty. There's the flag. If it's running into the punter, it won't be enough to give him a first down. But if it's a personal foul, it'll be automatic.
Personal foul.
Yeah.
Roughing the kicker. Defense to the 23. 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Sacks. Williams slips out of the backfield. Here with the reception, and he was nailed by Winston. And he'll run into a gap, and the linebackers close quickly. O'Leary trying to slip out. Winston goes the other side, and it was deflected by Davis. Davis on Green knocked it down. Position after that penalty, if nothing else. Booms it high. Fair catch by Davis at the 15-yard line. Lashley likes to watch the safeties. That's how they set up. First down and 10. Breaking free is Mason. And he brings Marshall up to the line, and they pitch it to the outside, and nothing doing is Corey Grant.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, 20, defense, 15 yards from the end of the run, automatic first down.
Grant stays in. They sometimes motion him as they do here. Play action, fire wide open in the middle. In a foot race is Melvin Ray. Touchdown Auburn. A 50-yard strike. And again, Gus Malzahn has found a wide open middle against Jimbo Fisher's Florida State Seminoles. Cody Parkey tacks on the extra point. Back deep. And he's going to come out to the 21-yard line on this team. First down, Winston fires for Shaw, incomplete, and the safety was coming over. He basically, they back out of it, four-man rush. Winston high and incomplete. They got what they wanted. Position on the left side as they shift and they draw a false start. They pick up 5 more yards.
Offense number 35.
Just a basic shift. Gonna run Freeman on a sweep. Big hole, but he's down short of the first down at the 26-yard line. Ryan White in the fourth quarter. That might happen. They said the Florida State thinks this game is a 3-quarter game. We're going to make them play the entire distance. And they're delivering a message here early. Back in is the running back. Marshall keeps it, and Edwards hits him immediately for a loss for 100 yards. Prosh is his tough fullback off to the left. Draw play with Mason. Right side. Daylight. Midfield. First down, Auburn. Ready to go again. Marshall keeps it. He finds a crease behind the right side of his offensive line. Play action. Fires too high and incomplete. It is down and 2. Marshall keeps it. An easy first down. And he's pushed out of bounds hard on that far side by Darby. Here comes Mason. A punishing runner. Marshall keeps it, runs away from Edwards, who catches him from behind. Work against the hurry-up, that's what you look for. And Mason batters straight ahead. Jernigan.
He's up against P.J. Williams.
Lewis, the motion, and there was a flag prior to the snap. The line judge coming over to tell John O'Neill what the problem is here.
Encroachment, number 1 offense, lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Still
Teams have loaded up against the run.
There's Mason on that draw. Marshall, far side, incomplete. And Marshall runs away from the pressure on the move. Now he's got to keep it. He knew he was across that scrimmage line. So here's Parkey. Outside. Misses the 33-yard attempt. No good. 78 yards here in the first half. Freeman with the handoff on first down.
Knowles up front in the trenches. Here they are again, moving late.
In trouble. Fumble. Loose ball. Battle for it. Auburn says they've got it, and they do. Winston turns it over. Mason picks his way to the 25-yard line.
Pressure, and they bring it, and again, they got to him that time.
Straight ahead, and this will bring up a third down. Marshall. Great grab here by Bray. Picks up the first down. Holding the fort. Mason picks his way behind him. Coming back with the quarterback. And he crosses the 5-yard line. Fultz is the tight end, number 11. They're going to run away from him. No, Marshall keeps it as he did against Missouri. And he walks in. Who amongst you thought that Auburn could perhaps blow Florida State out? I don't know anybody who thought that was possible. Settles his nerves after missing that field goal. Long way to go. There's still a lot of talent out here, so hang on now. Whitfield looking to give him a spark, and he's dangerous on the return. 25, 30, and slipped. Most talented defensive front by far. They are forcing one mistake after another against the Noles.
Number 75. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
They come back with a running play with Williams, a converted safety. And Williams
made a living this year against defenses.
Jimbo Fisher wants to keep it on the ground with Williams to the 40-yard line, and Jake Holland. And this time he will throw again. Dropped. So just when they get a receiver open, 80 punting. A fake. And they bring an end around off of it, and they're going to get a first down with Williams. So looking for something to happen. 4. Winston now firing complete to the 47-yard line. It's a run play all the way. And he picks up the first down on that second down before Sardon. Complete. And he hits wide receiver Green again. Davis with coverage. 27-yard line. Running play with Freeman, and Frost stopped it. End of a couple of minutes here in the first half. Winston in trouble. Now he throws it downfield. Deflected, incomplete. I know you were looking for a face mask, but I... Takes off. Slips a tackler. 10, 5, out of bounds. First down and goal.
A big drive. They score here. Remember, they get the ball to start the second half as well.
Freeman, touchdown, Florida State. What they needed, and remember what it came off. And Aguayo tacks on the extra point. This is going to be taken by Bray at the goal line. Breaks it out. Nice return to about the 28-yard line. I'm sworn to secrecy. They'd have to kill me if I told them. First down and 10. Mason is out to the 34-yard line. Mason again. Marshall gonna go deep, gonna go for it all. It's gonna be incomplete. All out here on Big Stephen Clark's punt. Here they come, and he gets it off. Shaw just gonna let it bounce. Stay away from it. As the first half comes to an end, and folks, the first half is a story because Cody Parkey of Auburn, and away we go. Taking a knee, and the ball will come out of the 25. And they start with Devontae Williams, so they want to muscle up and see if they can get a little
way to go, maintain their poise, and they got to run the football.
Blitz works. The blitz was called by Ellis Johnson, and they got there. Heisman Trophy winner tonight. Here he is on third down. Under pressure, hit on the release, and it's wildly incomplete. And off the first series. Beatty hangs it high. Fair catch is the signal. Fumble! And Davis dives on it quickly. Marshall hands it off here on first down to the 40. And Tilt needs 7 yards. Gonna throw off the play action. Middle! Complete for a first down. The middle has been open all game long, and Sammy Coates exploits it again. Quick pitch to the outside, and Bray stumbling, beats the first tackler and winds up picking up. A lot of defensive back, going back to his high school quarterback days at JC. Firing deep toward the end zone. Incomplete, and no penalty flag is thrown.
Pressure on third down.
Play action, looking to go down the middle, and he's got it again. Penalty flag was thrown over on the far side around the 40, back by the line of scrimmage. It was Coates again. And a holding call against Auburn.
Coates is starting to really get confident in that
Holding.
matchup.
Offense number 73. 10 yards from the previous spot. Repeat third down.
Down and 18. And Marshall, that flanker screen, and I should say, the punting game has been critical here tonight. Shaw with the fair catch inside the 10. Got the defensive lineman ready to go. And it'll be Williams. And he's brought down.
Up with that drive to score.
Freeman is now the running back in pass protection, and it's Green who sat down underneath for the first down. Here comes Freeman, but there was a penalty flag on the play.
Ball start. Offense number 1. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Running game and quick throws to get the ball out of hands quick.
Auburn rushes 4 again. It's complete, and that is Benjamin's first reception of the night.
Get the ball out of his hands quicker.
On second down, complete, and that is Rashad Green on hand. And if I know Sir Charles, he stopped off on Vegas on the way. Oh, it's first down and 10. Winston keeps it out to the 40. Abram gets the carry. And he bangs ahead for the first down.
Here's now from Auburn.
Going to put it up on first down. Benjamin reaches and makes the grab. In the Knoll attack. Come with the toss play. Devontae Freeman, tough runner. Winston, incomplete. Auburn shows pressure, but rushes only 4. Winston going to take off. He had a big run leading to a touchdown. And he is short of the first down. From the right hash. What a weapon. Short, high, kickoff. They want the pooch. Fumble! And recovered by Auburn. Moves over. Gets the handoff. And that puts him over 100 yards for this game. Bring motion through. Artis Payne right straight ahead. And stopped by the middle. Timmy Jernigan. Faking it. Slips it to the outside as an incomplete middle on the Wildcat. Shaw's back deep. Fair. Gets the call. And he picks his way out to about the 23-yard line.
Position there when they started inside their own 10-yard.
Second down snap to Winston. Dropped.
Benjamin Frost
in trouble. And that is big number 30, D. Ford, the senior from Odenville, Alabama. Oh, wonderful. He's fun.
Yeah.
Now, Davis is back deep. No, he screwed up. No question. Auburn. Marshall will keep it, attack the outside. Breaks a tackle, still going, and out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
People miss out there, too.
And there, Jernigan stood him up in the hole. Quick pitch to Bray on the outside, and he is down at the 45. Way. Marshall fires, grabbed, and then dropped. Terrence finding it going tough right now. Clark hangs one up, and Shaw wants to get out of the way. It's the ball, remember, not the man. It's been down in for Winston. Out of the end zone, complete to Rashad Green, who there. He probably whistled in a couple of plays. There's a handoff now to Wilder. Wilder breaks the daylight. Big first down at the
ground we've seen all night.
That's because this defense has every reason to be tired. The offense has not kept the defense off the field here. Oh, mercy. And 10. Wilder again to the 31-yard line, up into. Rushing 4 on Winston. Fires. Incomplete. Florida State is forced to punt, and Ryan Smith. Jason Beatty from Charlotte, North Carolina. Line drive punt. And a good one. It drove Davis back to the 15, but it's returnable. And he is out to the 26-yard line. They've been behind. Here comes Mason, trying to swing left. Good-looking runner out to the 30.
Quickly.
Mason again busts it to the 40. And
able to do in the fourth quarter.
The jet sweep, Bray in trouble. Knowles ready for that. Play fake to him. Far side, intercepted at the 45-yard line. The 26th interception of the year while recovering that loose ball. Winston on first down, high, but it is caught by Freeman. Second down and 2, and Freeman hammers a big hole to the 31-yard line. First and 10 for the Noles. They bring Freeman again. And he's wrestled back by McKenzie. Second down and 10. High, but Benjamin's there. First down at the 11-yard line. Is there on first down. Winston gonna put it up. Lays it off to Abram. Running for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They are 2. So it's a 1-point game. And now the heat clearly on Auburn. And Quan Bray, Big Ten officiating crew. Marshall keeps it. Remember, he threw that costly interception. Marshall throws it far side, got a man open, and that is Ricardo Lewis. First down. They come with Mason into the heart of that defense. They give it to Mason on a delay. Big hole on the left side. And he's up over 125 yards on this game. And
those linebackers out of position and they pick up blocks.
And they're hammering now with Mason. I can't say enough. Marshall keeps it. 30, 25, and out of bounds across the 25-yard line. And now they come back with the hammer. The coach hammering away with Mason again. One thing about Gus Malzahn, coming right back. They've got to get Jernigan back on the field.
Yeah,
hammer that soft middle. Here he comes. And Marshall keeps it, steps outside, and he is thrown down. Under center. Rolling to the right. Marshall fires, incomplete high. Through. Whitfield's coming out. Great return man. 30, 40, daylight. Green ahead. Got it. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. A 100-yard return. And Auburn is stung by its own medicine. McGuire tacks on since the opening quarter. Yard line. Marshall. Edwards had him, slowed him up, and then finally wrestles him down out of bounds. Mason, he's cut off. Christian Jones had him cut off.
That's the problem.
Straight back. Marshall on the move, fires, and it was complete for a first down at the 39-yard line to Sammy Coates.
Clear against Williams, and he makes the throw.
Now they hammer with Mason, who twists away. Mason finally thrown out of bounds. Mason hammers right straight ahead for the first down. Play action. Fires wide open. Complete to Coates at the 33-yard line.
Run game.
Marshall keeps it. But Joyner was coming, and Joyner able to hold him up and take him down. And it's a 2nd and 16 after the 6-yard loss. Mason steps outside right, breaks to daylight. Still going. End zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Not quite yet out of miracles. And Florida State needs a touchdown.
To win the game for the Horns.
Swung it around the right side, as I recall. Well, there's the kickoff. And it's from the 2-yard line. And this time, the young man is not going 100 yards. Green and Shaw. Winston goes to work underneath with Green. And Green takes it out of bounds down before it's reset. And Green breaks free. 50, 45. One man with an angle. Got him out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Now Winston going to drop it off. Freeman. And he is down to the little bit. Vince doesn't look there. Still coming underneath. And the tackle made at the 12-yard line. Winston in the pocket. Fires. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Winston. He's got Freeman out of bounds. So that was stopped.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, still third down.
Incomplete. And penalty flags are thrown as Chris Davis with coverage in the end zone, and the flags come immediately.
Pass interference, defense number 11. The foul occurred in the end zone. By rule, the ball be placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic first down.
Brent center. No. Throw it. End zone. Jump ball. Touchdown. You know who he went for. Number 1. Tacking on the extra point. Davis is coming out. Down at the 16-yard line.
So to go to Florida State.
Marshall fires sideline, and last play. Here comes the lateral. Hook and ladder. Give it back, throw it across the field, and let's see if Mason can take it down the sideline. Cuts to the middle. Florida State rules the BCS.